Welcome back to Jared Yellen Revisited. I feel so fortunate to be able to share this time with you today. I hope you enjoyed the message, the personal pyramid of existence, as I feel like this really resonated with many of you because you were able to relate with my friend who had this long to-do list and no time to just be. The reason I wrote this message is because this is a topic that I really focus a lot of my attention on. The concept of being. And similarly to the way that I asked my friend, how do you define be? There was a point in time where I couldn't answer that question. I wasn't sure what my be was. And my be was my identity. Many of you may feel like I'm talking directly to you because you're so unsure of who you are and what you stand for in this world. You may know what you want to have, whether that's money, freedom, love, whatever it might be, but you don't know what you need to be today in order to have everything that you've ever wanted. And that's what I want to work on with you right now, is clearly defining your be. If I asked you, what is your identity? What makes you you? How would you respond to that question? Because that is your be. But since I'm a firm believer of starting with the end in mind, let's start on the top of that pyramid. Because I think it's very difficult to define our be without knowing what we want to have. So what is your end? What is your have? Is it more money? Maybe it's more time. Maybe you want to be a better parent. Maybe you want to be in a happy marriage. But that's your have. That's your end. And now in order to have all of that, what do you feel you need to be today in order to accomplish your have? Do you need to be conscious of the thoughts that are going through your head? Do you need to be the best possible employee at your job? Do you need to be an entrepreneur and start your own job? Do you need to be in a different marriage in order to achieve love? Maybe you need to be in a gym or with a nutritionist to get on a program so that you're able to lose a few pounds. Or maybe your be is to quit your current job because it'll never enable you to have what you want to have. But the point that I'm stressing here is that if you want to have all of those wonderful things that you've envisioned, then you need to be the best possible you right now. And once you can say, I've clearly defined my be of what I want to be right now, then the next step is taking action. And action is your do. So if you want to have the best job in the world, then your be might mean to leave that job that you're currently in. And your do is actually taking action and getting out. And then finding that job so that you can have the best possible job in the world. This list could go on forever. And I'm sure many of you can relate this to your current situation in life. But it's a process. It's a journey. It's not an end destination. It's something that I work on every single day of my life. And over the course of one day, my personal pyramid of existence sometimes flips upside down, where my have is what I'm focusing on instead of my be. But what I train myself to do is be conscious to when that takes place. Because when my personal pyramid of existence is upside down, I need to focus and be determined to flip it right side up and realize that I need to be the person I want to be and then do the things I need to do to have the life that I've always dreamed of. And the best part is that once you start following that pyramid, it all happens together. You have the life you've always wanted to have while being the person you want to be and doing all of those wonderful things simultaneously. But in order for that to take place, You need to tear up your personal to-do list and replace it with your personal to-be list. And as long as your doings don't get in the way of your beings, then you will get everything that you've ever wanted to have and more. This is something I'm positive of. This is something I'm so 100% certain of that I will guarantee you that if you begin to define your be, then you will be able to do and have everything you've ever wanted. If you want to have better health, then what you got to do today is be dedicated and driven to get into the gym, and then take action, get into the gym, eat the right foods, and do everything that's necessary to have better health. I don't know what it is for you, but I know it falls somewhere in some of the things I spoke about today, because we all have something. We all have something that's preventing us from reaching our have. Well, I'm committed to working with you and assisting you, empowering you, and inspiring you to be, do, and have everything you've ever wanted. So with this being said, are you ready to make the commitment to yourself to be, do, and have the life of your dreams? I know you have the ability to do this. I know that you do. And now it's time for you to look in the mirror, define your be, take action, and do what is necessary so that you can have the life of your dreams. Like I said earlier, these steps will all pretty much occur at the same time. But the first step is to be, the next step is to do, and the final step is to have. Now go out there and make it happen, and realize that you're never alone. Thank you for coming into my home. Thank you for accompanying me on my journey. And thank you for being you. I believe in you. Every single one of you. I believe.